We stand now, you and I, on the farthest reaches of time, at a precipice where we again retrieve our sense of who we really are. We stand now, you and I, on a precipice at the farthest reaches of time, where we again retrieve our sense, where we again become the coherency with which we all began. And it is that we manage to learn a good bit of magic. It is our great fortune to have learned as much as we have. And so together we call the great legend beginning to remind us of what we once believed we could never forget. The great legend beginning, it was her who said to us, here on the mere side of this very precipice, centuries folded into centuries ago, the great legend beginning stood right here, and she spoke these words to you and I. She said, "You will live out the legend of Quarrel. And in his time there will be rumors of war. There will be rumors of war, and then there will be war. You will forget who you really are. You will fear and you will forget. Every one of you will forget who and what you really are. And the rumors of war, they will become war. And deep inside, you will replicate that war in the cell of your very own body. Your kind will break the atom open, break it down and down and down and down. Your species will break matter into the smallest bits, down and down and down. It will never get small enough for you somehow. But what you will miss for centuries is the way your stories replicate in the smallest bits of that matter in the cells of your very own bodies. Your stories, they will live inside you. They will live inside your bones. And you will miss this simple fact, though simultaneously you will be so brilliant, you will break matter itself into small bits. Your stories, your rumors, they will replicate in every cell. And those rumors of war that live in your bones, they will become war. And you will create entire worlds from your rumors, from your stories, because indeed the story is the only thing that has ever created the world at all. You even begin as nothing more than a story, as nothing more than this story, and yet you become everything you see around you now. You are the people of the mirrors. You are the tribe between the skies. You are the people of the mirrors, born from light and poetry. You are the people of the mirrors, and you live on the land of eternal night and eternal day. You live where the sun and the moon hold one another forever, on and on. Cycle after cycle, you become the stories that you tell. You become the rumors that you speak. We stand here now, you and I, on a precipice at the farthest edge of time. We stand not only as ourselves, but also as eternal witness. We stand now, you and I, on a precipice at the farthest edge of time. We stand here now on a precipice at the farthest edge of time for a very distinct purpose. We are here to bear witness to the death of the great legend Quarrel, to bear witness to the death of our very own legend. And there are things you must know. And one of those things is this. When a legend dies, everything grieves. every ocean and canyon, every bird, and every grain of sand. When a legend dies, everything grieves. The moon as it hangs in the night, only to give way to day, everything, all of it grieves. Every god, every demon, every soul, both great and small. When a legend dies, everything grieves. Every star embedded in the night, every pyre ever set to blaze, every fleeting thought, everything grieves. And it is no different with the great legend Quarrel, despite himself. His vanity, his weaknesses too numerous to name, his brutal deeds and bloody hungers, all of it, all of him, all of it will be grieved. We are, you and I, after all, only the mirrors of Quarrel's fears. Thousands and thousands of mirrors reflecting the stories, the rumors of his fears and his rage, his illusions and his pleasures and greed and slavery's never-ending, his never-ending wars. Make no mistake, the great legend Quarrel is many things, though confused is not one of them. He has and always has done exactly as he wills. And he wills what he loves, you must understand. He loves bloodshed as surely as he loves this poetry. He loves war as much as he loves a good plate of pasta. He loves poverty and control, same as he loves fine china and a light rain on gray mornings in early spring. Quarrel wills what he loves, and he loves everything you see. And we are his mirrors, his only begotten heirs, you understand. And in order to arrive here, to this very precipice, you and I, in order to stand here as eternal witness, we will have been lied to and had things stolen from us. We will have lost lovers and friends by murder and suicide and misadventure too. We will have been the one who just didn't know they were breaking your heart. We will have been a series of terrible, terrible mistakes. We are lessons learned one too many times. By the time we get here to this precipice, you and I, by the time we get here, we will have been the ones who walked clean from years of dark, addictive things. We will be the ones who have done deeds that we should not have done, and some of them for money. We will have lived far too many things that one would not find written in fairy tales. You and I, we will live those lives. And by the time we stand right here to deliver a eulogy to our very own dying legend, by the time we arrive here, we will have become entirely real. And we must forgive the others, you see, because we must forgive ourselves. We stand here now, you and I, at this precipice, at the farthest reaches of time. And the great legend Quarrel, he blinks his one remaining and watering eye in our direction, clears his throat, and he speaks. I gave you appetites. I gave you desire. I gave you the possibility of satisfaction. I gave you competition and sport of every kind. I gave you monies. I gave you ideologies and religions and philosophies. I gave you the sciences, all of them complete. And I gave you pageantry of every conceivable variety. Without me, you understand nothing of what you have, because without me, you know nothing of loss, and so without me, you know nothing. I gave you everything, Everything there was to give, I gave it to you. If it could be given, I gave it. I gave you the value of honesty. I gave you the relief of peace. I gave you the movement in your heart for a thing of beauty. I did that. I gave that to you. I gave you knowledge itself. I gave you wisdom and inspiration and innovation. I gave you the quality of mercy. And I bequeath you now the courage you have rightly earned under the calling of my tutelage. And you need courage more than any other quality. You need courage now, as you are the generations entrusted with ascent. You need my lessons more than any other. I am the great legend Quarrel. I am the longest ruling legend in all of time. I am the rumors of war, and I am war. I taught you mercy, and I leave you now courageous. You say what you will, but I made you, and to that degree you will always be mine. And with that, Quarrel falls to his death with but a mere thump. Decades under Quarrel, and you and I have spent years thinking of the right words to perform his eulogy, but as you well know, we never found them. So, I will simply speak these words instead. Dear Quarrel, we bid you now farewell and honor you as it is our duty to do so. At this moment of your passing, we bid you farewell, good night, and goodbye, as you become just another constellation to mark the body of eternal